Kia ora, folks. Welcome back to the Hive. We are getting ready for the Botany Swarm to take on the pure NZ Admirals. I'm Josh Kretschmar along with my co-commentator Bryce Rouse, and we will be presenting the game for you tonight. Bryce, how are you feeling?
Oh, good. We got back-to-back weekends of the Auckland Derby, probably the best derby in the country, only because it is cross-town. You know, players only got to get on a 35, 40-minute commute to get to the other side of the city for a hockey game. And yeah, we got 4 games in 2 weekends between these two teams, so I reckon maybe it favours the Admirals just a little bit, because I reckon if they can get a win here this weekend, they can take it home and look to get 2 wins. And
yeah,
they'll be huge.
Yeah, very, very important games this time of the season. And yeah, like we said, the crosstown rivalry, it's awesome. We've got a bunch of Swarm fans, a bunch of Admiral fans on the other side of the rink. So we're in a packed Paradise Botany ice rink tonight. We have got some cool news regarding the NZIHL. They have come out with some trading cards. You may have seen some of the ads floating around. You can buy all the packs at your at the games, and you can also order them online. They are, I believe, $10 a pack. And we're actually going to open one now. I've just got my first trading card pack there. So we've tried to pick out what we think is the lucky pack here. So let's see.
What's the lucky pack consist of?
I mean, as a Swarm fan, I'd like a few Swarm cards, but I'll be happy with whatever one I get. So
if anyone gets a Dalmantel, I'll trade you for a Kozak.
Yeah. So I'm not looking. I'm going to show it to the camera, and then we'll take a look. So I got the first one there, Andre Kozak.
Oh, look at that, called it.
So that's pretty good. Andre Kozak.
Out of all the players.
Next one, we've got Stephen Amston. Pretty solid defender there. I'll take that.
It's a good pack so far. Good forward indeed.
Logan Willis, another defender for the Canterbury Red Devils. Very cool. Very nice looking cards as well. We've got all the stats and their height and weight and everything. Who do we have? Scott Henry. So he will be playing tonight as well. So we've got Kozak against Scott Henry, the players playing tonight. And then James Moore. Had to make sure I got a goalie as well to finish out the team. Cool. I'm very excited with those picks. I'll happily take Andre Kozak. I love watching Scott Henry too. Yeah,
that's a good line. I can see them getting some points on the board in the team.
Yeah. So make sure you go out and get your own pack. There are some limited edition Beagle Cup cards that you can get as well if you're lucky. I didn't get lucky in that pack, but maybe the next one I buy will have one inside. So yeah, that was very exciting. Back into the game. So yeah, crosstown rivalry. We've got Ethan Prendergast and Connor Parr as the starting goalies tonight. To note though, Grace Harrison is in the building.
She is. Queen Bee has returned to the Hive.
Yeah, she has. She'll be backing up Connor Parr though. Yeah. So good to see her back. She hasn't suited up for anything so far this season, despite playing a lot of the games last season. So maybe she just needed a little bit of a break to get back into the groove of things.
Yep. And also the Swarm, he's only played 2 games so far, but Nico Hemming, another import for the side, he's going to look to probably do some damage here this weekend. And the Admirals also picked up a new import there, Josh, Ben de Jong.
Yes, yeah, player from Montreal, 22-year-old. Actually, I might not have his exact age. He's around 22. So youngish player for the Admirals. Will probably be able to bring some good youth and speed to the team. So we've got the graphics up here of our standings. It is ordered by points per game, because you'll notice the Swarm only with 7 points ahead of the Canterbury Red Devils, but they have played 4 less games, so the math works out for them to be on top. And then the pure NZ Admirals sitting in second place with 12 points. So you can, the bottom 4 roughly quite tight on the standings, which is quite important because it's the top 4 that end up making the playoffs. So currently the Red Devils are outside of a playoff spot right now.
I wouldn't write them off though, Josh, this season. They look to play some good hockey at times. Just probably like the Swarm, why they are sitting down the bottom of the table, just a little bit too inconsistent. But there is still time to change that.
Yeah. Like we said, it's very, very tight. All these games are going to be very important. And let's take a look at our goalie leaders. So the ones in the game tonight, we've got Chaba Kircher Margosh backing up Ethan Prendergast. Actually has the better goals against average, which is where we're sorted by here. Prendergast with the highest save percentage, almost a 900 save percentage. And then Conopar sitting at 10th. Not sure how many goalies we have in the league, but we're just showing the top 10 here. With 5.65 goals against average and a 0.85 save percentage.
Yeah, and that's why you'll see the Sky City Stampede probably on top of the table as well with their goalies, the top 2 in terms of goals against.
And the scoring leaders, Connor Jean sitting right on top, even the least amount of games played out of these top 10 with 26 points in 7 games played. That's a crazy high average there, 3.7 per game. Yeah, he's definitely the danger player. Luckily, neither team will have to face up against him tonight or this weekend. We actually don't have any Admirals or Swarm players in the top 10. So we're just going to skip right past that one. This is our starting lineup. As mentioned before, Ben de Jong, Roscoe Eade, Vadim Sevigny, Alex Regan, Justin Daigle as the starting lineup for the Admirals. And then the Storm, we've got Luke Simon, Nathan Huffnagel, Ivan Dalmatal, Rudolf Slapsa, and Nico Hemming. So very strong. Both teams have their imports all on the top line tonight. Cool. I just saw someone's corrected me in the comments as well. Ben de Jong's actually 21. So, yeah, I was close to it. I was a year off. He's probably turning 22 this year, I reckon.
And as you can see in the points leaders for the season, 7 out of 10 are all technically imports. I'm not sure if Cole Beckstead still as an import. I don't think he's simulated now.
Yeah, he's affiliated now, so they have Stegman and Loisel as their imports.
Right, okay. Well, yes, 7 out of 10 mostly imports and only pretty much 3 Kiwi players. And good to see Lockie Frere up there. He's in number 2 spot. He's having a season down there in Queenstown.
Yeah, he is. I think he is probably the standout kind of Kiwi player in the league right now, as you can kind of see on the scoring points. He is doing quite well for himself. I was going to mention when I was opening the cards up, if Andre Kozak or Sky Henry does happen to score a goal tonight, I'm going to have to get it signed. I think that's the most logical thing for me to do. Just go up and get it signed from them.
I would actually agree, and I'd hold on to that for quite a while because that's the very first pack opened, and yeah, like I said, if someone gets a Dalmatal, I'll definitely trade you what you want for it.
Yeah, might not sure if I'll trade a signed Kozak card for one, but I'd very much love an Ivan Dalmatal card.
Absolutely not. I think of one of those 2 players who are featuring here, even just this weekend, I'd hold on to that card for dear life.
Yeah, they will. I need to buy some cover protectors for the cards as well. Make sure they stay in mint condition.
Try sell them back to the players when they retire.
yeah. So these are the stats that you've achieved, yeah. We do have your YouTube comments up on our screen, so feel free to send us any questions or let us know where you're watching from. I've already seen someone has said hi from Canada. Probably missing out on some of the NHL stuff that has now finished up. We've moved on to the Southern Hemisphere hockey leagues as we have the teams coming out. Good look from the Swarm roster coming out. Josh Steen there is actually the leading goal scorer for the Swarm this season. Josh Steen alongside Marcus McDonald, both with 4 goals.
Josh Steen actually my AHL team captain as well, the Jets. We just moved into first place. And,
nice.
And our cameraman too, old Josh McGinty, he is a huge part of the team as well.
His old ex-captain Andy Hay is coming out. Ooh, the nerves are settling in for me whenever these sorts of games come up. I always get a little bit jumpy. These games can get pretty heated sometimes. All players are very intimate with each other. They all know kind of each other very well. So, yeah.
And especially because they do play Summer League as well, sometimes in the same team as well. It's either creates friendships or does the opposite.
Yeah, look at that crowd that we have here tonight. Absolutely packed.
It's actually a record-breaking crowd for the Botany Swarm home game tonight, Josh.
Is it now? That is really awesome to hear. Yeah, we've been kind of breaking records every couple of weeks now with attendance. We had the highest attendance for an Auckland Steel game a few weeks ago as well. There seems to be a bit of a focus on ice hockey around the world at the moment. Not sure why. You could take your guess.
Oh, I reckon why not? It's the fastest game played.
Yep. Fastest land game.
Fastest. Yep.
Yep.
The guys are moving at absolute speeds. The puck is moving at, can be shot up to 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Plus. And especially when some guy gets hit into the boards and it shakes the glass, it's amazing.
Yeah, I've actually still yet to kind of watch a full game on the glass because I'm usually always up here. But that is an experience I want to have at some point.
So we're underway here in Auckland for the derby. The Botany Swarm playing hosts against the travelling Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals.
Early whistle already for an icing off of a Nico Hemming dump and play.
So we'll keep the first lines out there for both teams. Damatau up against De Jong. Damatau will win that. Played around the back by Hoofnagel. He finds Lapsa. Puts it forward, but too far. Simon will pick it up and dump it. Lapsa giving chase. Eid there first, then Regan will skate down, give it to De Jong. De Jong try to find a pass into the middle. They do well to keep it in. Admirals will change up 3. Wolfnagel will just throw it over to the other side. Flynn Hayward-Jones behind the net. Pass off to Vespa. Gets into the zone, but he's pushed off the puck by Kozak. Flynn Hayward-Jones will leave it on for Mawson. Mawson trying to go for a escape, but a good hit by Kozak. He's looking physical already. Not really known for his physicality, but he's thrown his body here a couple times early. Stolen here by Vesper in the neutral. Try to leave it on, but Wimmer plays it from behind the net. Ooh. Big hit there behind play on Marcus McDonald from Sestroni.
It landed on the ice kind of hard there.
It's a hard surface, Josh.
Also pretty slippery.
At times, yeah.
Yeah, we've already seen, I should have already been keeping a tracker of it. We've seen at least 5 hits in just the first 2 minutes. Definitely the team strategy is to play the body, shake them off the puck, and try and retrieve it yourself.
Now Sebastian Stephen in the face-off dot for the Admirals. Won here by the Swarm. Thula plays off the boards to March. He puts it in deep. A couple of Swarm players giving chase. Sebastian Chamberlain comes off the skate on the pass into the neutral zone. And played off the boards by Mason Kennedy, but only found Thula. Steen passes it up to March, who couldn't control it on his skate. Puck comes out into neutral. Koptev. He's pickpocketed by Mason Kennedy. And Simon throws that all the way. Should be icing, it is.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pass it up to Kyle March, but he wasn't fully on the right wing there to try and collect the pass off the boards. So that will go for an icing. What a good camera angle we've got going on there. Down, this is the view that you could have at one of the games if If you manage to stand around the glass, if you get space around there, it's all packed around there right now.
One here by the Admirals. Eid gets a shot from a tough angle. Glove save there by Parr. Daigle cuts into the middle. Gets a shot off the side of the post. Down low as well. As Parr was moving to his left. Daigle leaves it on for Eid. He'll skate it and loft it in. Hoofnagel played off the boards but gives it away to Daigle. Eid up the boards to Jack Brown. He gets hit there by Simon. Nice pass there from Jonsson up to the near side. Quigley. He just puts it in deep, gets a change. Nice work here by Eid to get away from Dalmatau, who was on him. And that will be icing as Sevigny did not get a touch and Stitley won the race.
So I'm hoping this is a replay from where it went off the post here. A little hard to tell. I think that was the play. Yeah. So far, the Admirals kind of with the only dangerous chance right now. The Swarm will have an opportunity here on this face-off.
Only one shot on target so far in this game. A lot of hockey between these two teams over the next 2 weekends. I'm sure you want to probably suss out each other pretty early. Dalmatau plays it low to Hemming. He gets a pass to Stitley. His shot blocked on the way. Wimmer up top. We'll just put it in deep for Hemming, but that's past him. Dalmatau behind the net, left it on. Wimmer steps in. Hemming will throw it around the boards, but no one there at the point. So Stitley will track all the way back. Plays it off the boards for Thula. Just gets it out. Nice backhand pass up to Lapsa. He shoots just off target. Puck still in the zone, and Sebastian Chamberlain gets punished there by Lapsa. Gives it to Hemming. Lapsa was going in the net. He plays it up high for Thula. Can't keep it in.
Just lost it outside.
Sandoy throws it up to Atwell, his first shift of the night. He just gets a little saucer on net where Kozak was going. Well, that's picked out by a couple of Admiral defensemen. Sestroni will gain the zone. Gets a shot well wide. Henry tried to put it in low, but picked up by Thula. He'll find Kozak. They've been doing that all year together. McDonald trying to get past Chamberlain as he was pushed into the boards. Sestroni loses it. Kozak tries to find a centering pass, but comes off the stick of, I think, Vespa. Kozak with a shot. Here's a shot from McDonald. And the Swarm will take an early lead. A pass there from Kozak behind the net. I don't think it found the intended target, but Marcus McDonald in the perfect spot.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be going for maybe Hopkinson, who was in front. Oh, no. Actually, I'm not entirely sure where Koza was going. Maybe he was aiming for McDonald.
I'd say he was.
Yeah. So that would make Marcus McDonald the sole goal leader for the Swarm with that, the 5th of the season.
Hopkinson trying to win the race. Up the boards from the Admirals. Jack Brown trying to find Ben Stephen. Can't control it. As Hoofnagel will win the race. Now Steen. His pass intercepted. Couldn't get it out of danger. They finally do. As Hopkinson will gain his own. Passes it to Steen. He can't control it. Here's March with a shot that's blocked by Murray. Kean Murray with a clutch block. Looks like it came off the side of the leg. Looks a little bit sore. But you've got to be able to handle a little bit of hurt if you want to be a hockey player.
Yeah, plenty of bumps and bruises will come out of this game.
Daigle plays it up the boards. Slightly can't keep it in.
Botany Swarm goal.
Still offside of the Swarm. Yeah, they had no idea that they were still offside. It's too loud in here with the crowd and the announcer. They couldn't hear the linesman's whistle. Curious to know if they were going to deem it intentional offside, but I'm guessing not, because we haven't gone down to the other end of the rink yet. Actually, where is the face-off? Oh no, the face-off's going to happen right in front of us.
7. Time of the goal, 14:20 of the first period.
Now Koptev come in the battle against Cheney. That's dumped in by Jack Brown. Fuller plays it up to Jonsson. Koptev can't handle the pass. Goes all the way, no icing on the play. Eid fires it over to Dag. Daigle will just skate it right through the middle. Try to go through Fuller, but a good poke check in place. Played up high for Eid. Quick shot on, came off Thula. That could have redirected right into the net.
Yeah, risky situation.
And Dag just rims that one right around. De Jong's actually going to get to it first here on the near side for the Admirals. A backhand shot, blocker save. It was still loose there for half a second. Jack Brown was having a look.
Yeah, Par with the good eye coordination to try and stop the puck as it was floating in the air. Covered it in time to avoid any sort of rebound opportunities.
Still a low amount of shots here in this opening frame. Physicality is there. Here's Hemming. He'll fire it up to Lupsa. He doesn't control it as Mawson steps in. Fires it up to Sevigny. Mawson. Mawson still with it. Backhand pass to the middle where De Jong was, but he couldn't get a shot. As Flynn Hayward-Jones puts it in low. That skates up, runs to Sevigny, shoots a glove save. Regan had a second opportunity. I don't think it hit the ice, it was still bouncing. Oh, big hit there on Simon from, that was De Jong. Sorry, that was De Jong, it sure was, and I think he winded himself there a little.
Yeah, that was a big hit. We'll see it on the replay here, maybe. No, I think we're showing that kind of crazy play of the puck bouncing all over the place. Very well could have just bounced the other way and into the net there. Swarm very lucky it didn't go in.
Face off just to the left of Par. Kennedy puts it in low. Vesper's there. Trying to find a centering pass. Comes up to Sestroni. He shoots. Great blocks. Luke Simon. Had to be made. Be hard stopping Sestroni from that spot.
The Botany Swarm would like to thank Commercial Painting Limited for their continued support for the 2026 season. This is their third year supporting the team, and we are proud to have them in the hive.
Well, try to go right through Vesper there. Quick shot from Sebastian Chamberlain at the blue. Vesper plays it back to Sestroni, gives it up to the point. Shot there, right on. Rebound was there for only momentarily as Par pounces on that.
Yeah, Par needs to make sure he's got those rebounds fully under control there. The Admirals will try and capitalize on that. If the player was closer, that would have been very dangerous.
These new camera angles are absolutely fantastic. Good look at a different angle of shots and things happening in front of the net. Marcus McDonald unable to clear the zone. Sestroni can't cut into the middle as Stitley was right on him. Stitley unable to clear. Chamberlain with a shot. It looked like a little knuckle puck action on that. Shot there from Henry. Sestroni was right there, but backhanded right up into the netting. He was sitting in a cheeky little spot there waiting for the puck.
Yeah, despite the score, the Admirals have probably had most of the pressure on for the 9.5 minutes we've played. Swarm scoring on the single shot they've actually had on net. Swarm will need to look to play it down the other side of the rink.
That is for sure, Josh. As a battle forms in front of the Admirals bench. Finally comes out. Ben Stephen brings it out. Now Daigle will just gain the red and dump it. Owen Brown gets away from Sandoy. Played the ongoing slow card and then sped up away from him. Steen gets it out of the zone, but Ben Stephen will put it right back in. His brother Sebastian Chamberlain is Stephen given chase. He'll get there. Here comes Steen. He's all alone. It's 1v5 here. All the Swarm personnel getting a change. Now finally help arise, but the puck comes out. Simon will just rim it around. Quigley on it. Daigle will leave it on for Eid. Plays it around. Now Clamore gets it out of the zone on the backhand. As Simon steps in. Gains the blue, gets a shot off. Good block there by Eid.
Oh.
Simon puts a big hit there on, I think, Jack Brown. They look very similar to the Brown brothers.
Double Browns have we got out there?
That is true. Now Eid will come away with it for the Admirals. Still only one shot on target for the Botany Swarm. They're just kind of losing it as soon as they get out of their zone. Now Rudolf Slapsa, one of the imports for the Swarm. He is pushed off there by Morse. Mawson's still with it. Good to see he's got that blade back in from a couple of games ago. Now Eid, pass up to Sevigny. He couldn't control it at the blue line. Regan will step in and steal it, but leaves it behind. Sevigny will find Flynn Hayward-Jones. He just puts it low. That's going to find Regan on the other side. No, Stitley will get there first for the Swarm. Hemming gets it out of danger just in front of Lapsa. Could have had a half-decent chance there if it was just a little bit shorter. And that's touched by Regan. There will be no icing.
I just saw an Admirals player go down the tunnel. I missed who it was. Looks like someone's got some trouble.
Now McDonald dodges a hit from Sestroni. That gives the puck up anyway. Andy Hay there. Plays up the boards as Chamberlain puts it back in deep. Vespa fighting with Sandoy, gets the pass behind the net for Sestroni as Andy Hay kicks it out of danger. Dalmatau plays it through the middle to McDonald. The goal scorer for the Swarm gets a shot off, but straight to Prendergast. Finally, they get their second shot on target of the game, Josh.
Yeah, made the save that time, Prendergast. Probably not feeling super warmed up with only facing 2 shots. Sometimes that can mess with the keeper. We'll see if that Prendergast continues on with that.
With the keeper, you've been watching a bit of the FIFA World Cup.
I have been, yeah.
Goaltender or netminder or just goalie. Goalie's safe in all sports. Good hit there. Hoofnagel bumping off Henry. He's a bit of a train. There's Henry. Shot there from Vespa, blocked on the way to net. Well, nice pass into the middle of Kozak. Kazak will put it in. No offside. Kendi up to Henry. Try to find Vesper in the middle, but seemed to be maybe labouring a little bit. Well, Vesper a little bit tired. He'll go for a change anyway. Now McDonald fires it over the near side. Finds Steen. He tried to give it to Hopkinson, but that was off the skate of Eid. Prendergast out to play that behind the net. Day gets it out of the zone. March puts it right back in.
Swarm still offside again. They've jumped too early.
Now Ben Stephen. I played against him on Monday night actually. Puts a centering pass through. Wimmer was onto it though for the Swarm. Now Brown gets a pass into Sebastian Stephen. Sebastian Stephen has actually got quite a lot of pace. Played the last couple of years for the Dunedin Thunder, but is back up home in Auckland playing alongside his brother Ben. They also have another brother, Zach Stephen, who I do believe has played a game for the Admirals. I'm not entirely sure. Now Eid will leave that on for Daigle. They're looking calm and composed, are the Admirals, when they are in their defensive zone. I got to admit. Sebastian Stephen showing off the pace that I just talked about. Tried to find a centering pass. Did find Owen Brown, but he couldn't really get anything good on it. Pass up to Johnson. Tried to put it through the legs of Mawson. He was unable to.
Wow.
Now Owen Brown will find it. Tried to find a pass to Cheney, but that was picked off.
Oh.
Now Mawson will find it. Leaves it for Clemore. He finds Cheney. Good link up. Shot blocked on the way by Thula. That would have been a good looking goal. Now Clemore tried to play it up to Mawson, but only found Quigley. There's a 2-on-1. Johnson finds Dalmatau. Couldn't control it nicely though. Pass was just a little bit too far in front of him for his liking. Hoofnagel with a shot right on. Easy save.
We would like to welcome to the Hive our newest sponsor, Queen Bee Cleaning Services. Every hive needs a queen, and we are proud to call you ours.
Nicely one there by Dalmatau. Hemming will give it to Simon. Shot there is blocked on the way of the net. We'll do that all again. As it did hit the upper netting.
Yeah.
Dalmatau once again wins it. Shot there from Hemming. No trouble, Prendergast.
So we'll try that one again. Face off in the same spot. Admirals will change out both defenders.
Here's Hemming once again. Shot. That's a better one. Glove save made by Prendergast. Rebound was just there, but no one was tracking in.
Yeah, Hemming's definitely got a bit of a good shot on him. Looked like he placed it exactly where he intended it. Prendergast making the save though.
I see one there. Dalmatau's going to steal it, try to cut into the middle, but Daig sorts it out. Shot there from Hoofnagel on the ground. Savigny. Eid to Daigle. Simon steps in to try to keep it in. He does. Lupsa try to find Dalmatau up top. Regan poke checks that out of the zone. Hoofnagel's pass intercepted there by. Here comes Lupsa. Shoots. Just roofs it. Fingers trying to go just above the shoulder. A grade A opportunity there for Rudolph's Lupsa.
Yeah, that almost came out of nowhere. Suddenly the puck was on Laps's stick and didn't get the shot he was wanting. Yeah, both Admirals defenders super wide.
Yeah, Prendergast actually made the save there. Well done. Face off one there by Vesper. Flynn Hayward-Jones will bang it around. Sistroni on the far side. He just gives it to Henry, the only man in space. He finds Mawson. Shot there from Sastroni on the one time. Beautiful play. Got the goalie moving laterally. Shot there from Mawson right along the ice. Rebound was not there.
Yeah, Park collecting the rebound there. Sastroni in a very good position to have knocked that home. Yeah, puck went right up there. Oh, look at this shot. Oh, tracked it super well as well. That's good camera work.
Yeah, I don't think Sastroni actually got all of it.
No.
He's got a wicked shot. Especially Aristi, he is lightning on that. Not the best skater out there, but man, can he shoot. He did start as an inline player that could...
Okay, yeah.
Now Vespa trying to cut through Wimmer. Unable to, as he'll backhand that around for March on the far side. Slightly unable to clear it. Then Hayward Jones puts something on towards net. Picked up by Sastroni, but Steen comes and steals it away. Steen goes around Hayward Jones. Leaves it on for Dalmatau. Gets a pass there. Steen just in front of him. He was right there in the low slot area. Shot there from the point. Hits traffic on the way of the net. Ooh. And that pass from Flynn Hayward-Jones is in front of everyone, and that will be icing. So a tied line out there for the Admirals will have to fight off the top line from the Swarm.
Yeah, Josh Steen had a good kind of breakaway opportunity. Well, not breakaway, sorry, but drove the puck into the offensive zone for him. Been one of the breakout players for me this year from the Swarm.
Here's Hoofnagel up top, gets a shot, goes right through everyone as he kept that pretty much along the ice. Another shot there from Hoofnagel, rebounds in front, a couple of guys hacking at it. Finally the whistle blows.
Yeah, ref took his time with the whistle, must have been loose. Could have been an opportunity for a Swarm player to tuck it in. Yeah, Josh. Going back to Josh Steen, I think he has. I love looking out for the new breakout player from each team, and I definitely think Josh Steen's got the title so far this season.
Hemmings pass intercepted. Owen Brown tried to find Sebastian Stephen, who had some pace. Admirals are offside. They are going to have to touch up. No. I think it was just a couple of Swarm players calling for it. That one will be icing.
Yeah, just the Swarm players yelling for that one. Linesman didn't have his hand up. I wasn't paying close enough attention to know whether the Swarm were accurate in their accusations. But the folks at home, you can just have a quick rewind, make your own judgment call.
So Owen Brown up against Dalmatau. Nicely one there by the Admiral. Shot there from Day, not on target. Dalmatau gets it out of the zone. Hemming gets a tough shot off. Pad save needed there from Prendergast. Dalmatau tried to go through the legs of Regan, almost did. As Lupside tried to cut it into the middle. Now the Admirals will come the other way. De Jong, 1 second remaining. There's a shot off, gets one. Good save there by Parr. And that will do it for the opening period. The Swarm coming back and getting quite a few shots there in the last 5 minutes, Josh.
Yeah, there would have been at least 8 kind of in the last 10 minutes of that period. Started off slow despite getting the goal. Both teams showing physicality at the beginning. Swarm showing a little more physicality than the Admirals, I think. But then that also kind of cooled down at the end of the period too. Yeah. So kind of two halves of that period of very different styles. Not sure what we'll get next period, whether they'll go back to physicality or keep it how it is.
I'd say not, because, yeah, like you said, the Swarm did start quite physical, and once they kind of cooled that off a bit, they actually started playing some hockey. So.
Yeah, I thought their physicality was was like good attempts. They weren't just hitting for the sake of hitting, because sometimes I think the Swarm tend to do that sometimes. But it looked effective. But yeah, once they did chill it down, that's when they got their goal. So yeah, they'll probably still continue that, I reckon, for the rest of the game. But we will see. We will take a short break, quick 15-minute break, and we will see you after.
All right, we're back. Period 2 just got underway. A couple of end-to-end opportunities for each team. Wimmer will play it off the boards. Hemming giving chase, but Eid shows his pace for the Admirals. Sorry about the technical difficulty just before, ladies and gentlemen. But we are back. Better than ever, Josh.
Yep, we are.
Now Lupsa plays it to Hemming. Cuts into the middle, gains the blue, gives it over to Stitley. He'll try to find Hemming. That hit the stick of Roscoe Eid. Hemming with a centering pass, finds no one. Wimmer doesn't keep it in. Wimmer all the way to the blue line. And just offside.
Yeah, not probably not going to have any replays for a bit, but I didn't really think that one was offside. Bit hard to tell from our angle though. Nope, that's fine.
Well, wins that draw. Sandoy will put it in low. Prendergast behind his net, leaves it for Mawson. He's pressured by McDonald, but turns away and gets a pass off. Nice pass right into the middle to find Vesper from Flynn Hayward-Jones. Sistroni trying to get a shot off, but just lofts it over the net. As Vesper hits the deck. Thula gets it out of danger. Didn't really find anyone. Thula on it once again. Turns away from Vesper. Gives it to McDonald. He was almost poke checked there by Henry. Now Kozak. Backhand pass to Atwell up high. But a good track back there from Henry. Swarm looking a little bit different to start this period, Josh. They've come out firing. They look quite composed. A lot of passes are linking up now for both teams.
Yeah, Swarm fans will be happy with how they've come out so far in the first 2 minutes or so.
Mawson goes over to Henry. He leaves it on for Flynn Hayward-Jones, but Hufnagel is there for the Swarm. And that's going to go all the way past the goal line.
Nope.
Icing. Pass over to Hufnagel from Simon. He'll give it up to Steen. Steen gains the zone. Trying to find a centering pass here to Hopkinson. His stick was lifted. Shot there from Hufnagel. Hits the glove of Prendergast. Hopkinson does well to get away from Chamberlain. Tried a little wraparound front of the net pass. Quite dangerous as Steen was looking for something, but he was pushed by Kennedy.
Yeah, referee just kind of waiting for Prendergast to fully cover the puck. He was sort of leaning on it a bit, but the referee wanted a little more effort into actually covering it.
And a couple of players jumping the gun there on the face-off. Puck is dropped now. Slightly almost kept it in. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Admirals. Shot there where Ben Stephen was in the middle. I think that was Clamore. Oh, sorry, it was Owen Brown. Now Wimmer trying to get away from Sebastian Stephen.
Ooh.
Slightly crunched there by Sebastian Stephen, who had speed.
Right in the corner. Luckily we got the pads up around the bar there. That would have hurt.
Not really pads, they're probably
a sheet of rubber there, maybe.
a sheet of Velcro.
Yeah, there's actually not a whole lot there protecting him, to be honest.
So Swarm are leading the shot tally now as they were losing that department 7 shots to 1 at one stage. Swarm are starting to crawl their way back to try dominate this game a bit more as the Admirals were looking really good for the first 10 minutes in terms of scoring opportunities. Still only a 1-0 game, so it is absolutely anyone's. Pass out of Lapsa, he falls on it as he got it stuck under the blade. Clamore giving chase. Sandoy's going to have to hurry up.
I think both sides are almost calling for a penalty there.
Nah, nothing, absolutely
Nothing much in there. Just play hockey, guys. Keep going.
Lapsa with a shot that's hits the skater, the stick of Eid and goes up into the upper netting.
There's Ivan Delmatel again, the pass across. Not often you actually see that happening, a player accidentally standing on the puck and then falling over. Yeah, but if you get your skate on that puck, it's so hard to stand back up afterwards. You're gonna fall over.
I believe you still have another foot, Josh. Delmatel behind the net, trying to do something tricky. Oh. It was loose in front there for a second as Regan's trying to clear everyone out.
A little push and shove after the play. Just some Admirals players defending their goalie, Prendergast. Hockey players tend to be quite protective of their goalie.
That they do. That's how a lot of scrums form in the NHL. Even if just coming within say a metre or two, they get a little bit stroppy.
Different to a rugby scrum, though.
Yes.
That wouldn't work out on ice.
A hockey scrum.
Hockey scrum.
Speaking about rugby, Super Rugby final is on tonight if you're in the country.
Yep.
But there is also another NZIHL game at 7 p.m. So, unfortunately, I'm going to be watching the rugby. That's for sure.
I might have to double screen it myself.
It is the final. And we've got the Wars on today and tomorrow. The West Auckland Admirals, one Wars. And then the actual Wars who play rugby league, they are on at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll be watching that on the way to the rink. But nonetheless, got some good ice hockey going now. Flynn Hayward-Jones puts Kozak on his rear end. Simon's pass picked out by Clamore. Sorry, De Jong. Now Regan. Trying to find De Jong in the middle. A couple of Swarm players disrupting that. Regan now steps into the middle, gets a shot off. And nothing troubling there for Parr.
Parr standing up well in this game so far, collecting the rebounds when they've been dangerous opportunities. Here's Kozak getting knocked from behind there. Took that well. The face-off to the left of Connor Parr.
I see one there by Hopkinson, rocking that early Ovechkin coloured tinted visor. Now March will clear that nice and high out of the zone.
Good clear by Kyle March.
Henry tried to find his mate Sestroni on the far side, but only found Wimmer, who just gives it right back to an Admiral. Does get it back though. A couple of Ds from each team playing a bit of force back.
Ooh, off the side of the net there.
I think it was behind the goal line though. Probably not going to trouble anything, but you never know.
Offside call, I think, was the reason for the whistle blowing. Okay.
So Swarm getting that fourth line out there now. Try to give the other three a quick breather. They've performed pretty well so far this season, have the actual fourth line full of Swarm.
Oh, that's not a good drop pass there.
Quickly trying to get out of danger as Eid steps in. It finds Henry down low. Try to bring it back into the crease area. Well kept in there by Vespa. His pass picked off by Sandoy though. Now Eid gets around Jonsson, has to put it low, but Thula snuffs that out. Quigley can't clear as Sestroni makes a good nuisance of himself and gets the puck back for the Admirals. Vespa try to get something on net. Unable to.
Mess behind the net. Causing the Admirals need to circle back round as player was offside.
So Daig will go for a skate. Fakes the rip, gets a shot off. The rebound was there. And Sebastian Stephen was looking for one, but Parr quickly gets on top of it.
Yeah, covering those rebounds again was Connor Parr. Yeah, coming out wide and trying to put the shot close side with Stagel.
I see one there by Owen Brown, but Hemming was stepping out for the Swarm. Here goes Lupsa.
First
trying to get
penalty
around
of the
Mawson.
First penalty of the game.
Simon will put it in low. Down the towel. Goalie is out. Hemming going for a wrap around there, but Prendergrass knew all about it. Try to trick him. Now Simon. Admirals still haven't touched this up. 6 on 5 at the moment. Dalmatau trying to cut into the middle. And finally, whistle blows.
Could have been close to a second one there maybe on Dalmatau, but the Swarm will be happy to just get at least one.
Yeah.
First power play opportunity for the game. It's a question in the chat around our fights allowed in the league.
Well, yes, but
technically yes, but technically no.
they'll get big suspensions. I think it's about 2 games because they do play under the IIHF international rules.
Yeah, but just because it's you'll get a suspension doesn't mean we won't likely see one tonight, though. But no, these players do actually need to go back to work on Monday. At least most of them will. So that's kind of why we don't have as many fights as you might see in the NHL.
So now the Botany Swarm on the power play. First penalty of the game comes almost halfway through. Quite surprised about that one. Sebastian Stephen will be in the box for 2 minutes. Simon plays it low for Lupsa. Now this power play is looking a lot better from the Swarm. They've been a bit sloppy on the power play this season, but now they're getting the puck move and getting guys in motion. It's a good start. Shot there from Simon on the way to net. They score! Shot from the blue line from Luke Simon. He'll get credited for the goal. And the Swarm will take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, the Swarm were actually sitting on an 8.7 power play percentage before this, which is quite low for ice hockey standards. That goal will move their percentage up to 13%, so an improvement there. But yeah, Swarm will want to make sure that their special teams continue at this sort of rate.
Well, I'm glad they listened to me from the previous home games, Josh. I said they need to move that puck more, get more shots on net, and make sure players are staying in motion. And they did all 3 of those just then and got a goal. Shot there. Oh, good block by Wimmer as Flynn Hayward-Jones had a good look on net. I'll be NZIHL coach one day for you, Josh.
Yeah, yep. Which team would you want to coach?
Oh, any of the Auckland ones, doesn't mind. Doesn't
any of them?
Probably Swarm though, to be honest. It's closer to home.
Yeah, living in Queenstown would be kind of nice though. Be able to coach a team down there.
Shot there from Hayward-Jones. Hits traffic on the way of the net. No one really knew where it was for a second as Savigny being pushed off the puck by Stitley. Regan comes and helps. Plays it up to the top for Mawson, who just barely keeps it in. A redirect there by, I think it was Owen Brown.
Yeah, Parr did well to move to his left as he saw the player kind of coming around with that opportunity.
It's De Jong.
Yeah, De Jong cuts in just a little bit into the crease. Couldn't get the shot past Parr.
Swarm unable to clear, put in back low. Weird carom off the Zamboni door. First one was seen today. Both rinks in Auckland have a little funny bounce off the door. Centering pass there from Hopkinson to Steen.
Wow.
He would have bet his house, so he would have put that home. Good opportunity there for the Jets AHL captain. Dumped in there by March. Steen giving chase. Passes that up to Regan. And the pass from Hayward-Jones. Owen Brown trying to find
Assisted by 62,
Sebastian Stephen lurking in the middle.
Power play.
Lawson up high. Gives it to Kennedy. His shot. Not on target. As Koptev links up with March and they get that out all the way. Will be icing though, so they won't be able to change. They have to get those players back out on the ice as the ref is saying, March, you're not tricking me.
There is actually an Admirals player that has not actually returned to the bench starting the second period. I apologize. I'm trying to actually work out who it was, but I did see an Admirals player walking around with no hockey gear on. So once I've worked out who it was, I'll let you know.
Battle there. Thula pushes off Vespa. Henry comes and helps out. Kept in by the Admirals. And Vespa will chase it, but only leaves it on for Thula. Not sure who he got a call from for a little drop pass. Steen finds Koptev in the middle. Put in deep by Kennedy. Sandoy will backhand it around to Steen. He's just got to pass run to the middle, which he does, but Koptev doesn't control it. March pushes it out of the zone off the boards. Another icing. The Swarm players were looking for a change, but they can't get one.
No, harder to get the changes in the second period as well, as you are mainly defending from the far side from your bench. So you're going to make those changes whenever you get those opportunities.
Now Eid takes a shot, gives it over to Dake. He gets a shot, pad save. Thula gets it out of danger, but only as far as Eid. They'll give it to Daigle. He just rims it off the glass. Steen's going to come away with it for the Swarm. And all four other, now 5 players for the Swarm will get a change. It was a long couple of shifts for them. 2 icings. Hufnagel will leave it for Simon. He just leaves it for Dalmatau to come clean up. Hemming was pressured on by Sebastian Stephen and he coughs it up. Owen Brown gets put on his rear end there by Lapsa.
Everyone's spinning around there.
And Stephen spins away from Simon, trying to get a centering pass to Owen Brown. Now Daigle leaves it for Sebastian Stephen. He'll just leave it for his brother Ben. Try to run a centering pass to Owen Brown. Penalty on the play. It's going to be someone for high stick. Looks like it's going to be Nathan Hufnagel 2 minutes. The ref's pretty content about it that he saw it. Hufnagel trying to plead his case. It's a bit tough to see. We'll see here actually. So there, or I don't know, tough to say.
Yeah, a little tough to say. I believe the Admirals player that didn't return is Kian Murray, unless you can correct me, Bryce, and find him on the bench. Yeah, he will not finish the game tonight.
All right, the Swarm go to the penalty kill.
So the Pure NZ Admirals go on the power play here for their first one of this evening.
7:20.
Daigle will leave it for Savigny.
6-0.
Bit of pace, he gains his own. Looks like he might have got tripped. No arm raised by an official. Up high, Daigle rips one just wide. Oh, it bounced there. Came straight back into that slot area momentarily. And Prendergast will play it. Daigle will turn back around. He's got De Jong with him. Here's De Jong. Finds Vespa, but his shot was blocked on the way to the net. And March does well to get that all the way out of danger to the other end of the ice. Swarm will change up the full entire line. Not a very good power play here for the Admirals so far. As Regan takes it into the zone. Owen Brown tried to find a centering pass to Eade, but snuffed out by Simon. Thorler plays up the boards. Dalmatau couldn't get a touch to get it out of the zone. Hayward Jones leaves it for Owen Brown. He'll just step into the middle. Deeks on the backhand, lofts it over the net. Not a bad shot. Try to go over the shoulder of Parr. Had the pace on it too. Owen Brown once again with a shot. And pushed off the puck there was Simon by Regan. As Thula steals that off Henry. Penalty time expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. A somewhat poor power play for the Admirals.
Yeah, they'll drop them to a 22.5% power play with that missed opportunity.
Here's Dalmatau, cuts into the middle, backhand, didn't get everything on it. Got to watch out for a sneaky Dalmatau down low. As Stiley will just push it behind the net for Kozak. Kozak spins away from Eade. Gives it over to McDonald. McDonald cuts into the middle. Gets a shot off just wide. A great shot there from McDonald. Kept it along the ice. Probably had Prendergast beat, but couldn't beat the post. Masastroni finds Vespa. Slightly turns away from Savigny, but can't get it out. Kennedy will just fire something towards net. Masastroni plays it up high for Chamberlain. He just puts it low as well. And backhanded out into the middle. There goes McDonald if he can beat Chamberlain. McDonald's still with it. Prendergast is on it. Whistle is blown. Good back check from Chamberlain. Probably just disrupted him just enough to stop that.
It had a really good go at it. Yeah, McDonald getting hassled a bit. I think it was Daigle, one of the defenders there. No, sorry, Chamberlain. Trying to make it difficult for him. McDonald not able to fully get a shot away.
Oh, that puck kind of just bounced over McDonald's blade a little bit earlier.
That camera angle helped a lot to see what actually happened there.
Hopkinson tries to get around Kennedy. And Ben Stephen just lofts that out of danger for no, it doesn't get a change. Simon plays up the near side for Hoofnagel. March will play it to Hopkinson. He's harassed, try to find a pass into the middle. Steen trying to get away from Sebastian Stephen. Shot on the way of the net. March was looking for a redirect, but just a little bit too high.
Big thank you to Print Plus, the official printing partner of the Botany Swarm. Visit printplus.co.nz for all of your printing needs. Yeah, there's that replay again. Marcus McDonald managed to somehow go from his backhand to fronthand in that short amount of time, but couldn't rip it.
Mawson will get that pass picked off by a Swarm player. It's definitely been the Swarm's period so far. Daigle, he'll rip one. Glove save made there by Parr.
Yeah, I mean, the Admirals are now leading in shots from 16 to 15 for that, but it's felt way more like the Swarm has had control this period. Admirals getting the odd chances here and there, but not having the sustained pressure.
Back underway. Pass up to Hemming. He gets over the red and just puts it into the corner of this near side. Dalmatau playing it off his knees. Daigle trying to come up and clean up. Puck comes out of the zone. Lupsa gives it over to Wimmer. He just gets in and puts it on net, and they will get a face-off.
We hope you're enjoying this heart-stopping action. On that note, a big thank you to AED New Zealand, cardiac equipment specialists. Don't skip a beat with AED NZ.
Chaney versus Dalmatel. Lupsa try to get through the legs of Daigle. Still on it is Rudolf Slupsa. And still on him is Daigle. Cuts into the middle, Lupsa. Plays it up for Steitley. He just rips one on net. Blocked on the way by Chaney. Now Eid leaves it on for Chaney to chase, but Wimmer is there for the Swarm. Puts on the brakes, finds Hemming. Nico Hemming will gain the zone. Gets it back. Plays it up for Hoofnagel. He'll shoot. That's well wide. Comes out into the middle. De Jong gets a shot off, not on target. Svenje will play it low. Just bounce over the stick of De Jong. As Hoofnagel and Regan come together. Put in low once again for Regan. Tries to cut into the middle and gets tripped there by Hoofnagel. And he's not happy about it.
Yeah, very much not happy. Regan kind of bumping into Hoofnagel there as well.
Oh, I think it was probably the other
A little bit of both. Oh, and we're going to punch there as well. That's Nico Hemming will also serve a penalty for that.
That is, in my opinion, he is the one who is getting called for the tripping, but
so he had the initial
probably going to be a 4 minute now that he threw a little cheeky punch, but
probably. If you take a look at Nico Hemming's elite prospect statistics and stuff, I think he's one of those players that thinks that you should be trying to increase all the numbers on that sheet, goals, assists, and penalty minutes, because he is not light on those in previous leagues that he's played in. That was Hoofnagel that went back.
It's a double minor. You know, it's a stupid 2 minutes for literally nothing.
Yeah, didn't really benefit anything to have done something like that. So long power play for the Admirals.
And you don't want to be doing that as an import. You're here to be one of their top players. Like, yeah, fair call. You accidentally trip someone. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but then the extra 2 minutes just no need for. So a 4 minute power play here for the Admirals, which will go into the third period if they can't convert here early. De Jong with a shot. Ooh. Looks like it hit Mawson on the way of the net. That's cleared the length of the ice by Hopkinson. Daigle will cut into the middle. Bouncing puck gives it away to Hopkinson. He tried to go through the legs of De Jong. That could have been dangerous. Mawson gets a shot off. Big save there by Parr. Now Daigle up high. De Jong looking for options, try to find Vespa. He didn't get anything on it. Svenje to Vespa. Down low, Mawson. Nice centering pass there, but hit the skate of a Swarm player, and that will do it for the second period. Still 2 minutes 50 remaining on the power play for the Admirals. Botany Swarm with a 2-goal lead going into the break. It was probably Botany's period there, Josh. So
yep.
1 period each in terms of momentum and better goal scoring opportunities, but the Swarm do find themselves 2 goals up.
Yeah, the Admirals will probably start the third period with momentum, you'd think, with that man advantage. But yeah, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. After that, if the Swarm do manage to kill it off, that's going to give them a lot of belief and momentum as well. Their penalty kill stats also haven't been super great. They were on 64% coming into this game. It would have gone slightly up after the first penalty they killed. But yeah, special teams has kind of been the weak link for the Swarm. They're showing that tonight, at least so far, it's improved a bit.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we will, not sure what's going to happen in the third period, who's going to take the momentum to finish out the game. But yeah, we will take a short break and we will see you shortly. Kia ora, folks. Welcome back. We are getting ready for the third period between the Pure NZ Admirals and the Botany Swarm, the Auckland Derby. One of the best games you're probably going to watch this weekend between two Auckland teams. It is heated. There's been at least one punch thrown so far that has been penalised. Plenty of hits, more to come as well. We're absolutely excited to kind of finish this game up. The Admirals are starting on the power play. 2 minutes 50 seconds to go on that penalty to Nico Hemming. First one for tripping, and then the second one for throwing a little bit of a punch.
Pretty poor penalty to give away, to be honest.
Yep, a little silly. You're going to be much more useful on the ice than sitting all by yourself in the penalty box. But let's see, maybe the Swarm can kill this penalty, and that might give them a new spur of momentum or energy.
Yeah, the Admirals definitely need to get a few more scoring opportunities in this power play, but we're underway for the third period here in East Auckland. Crosstown rivalry, first one of the season, and we're going to do it back-to-back weekends as well. Now De Jong, bit of speed, he'll go around the back of the net. Gives it to Regan, he'll get it back. Daigle up high, wrist on net, hit traffic. Hoofnagel backhands, well kept in by Daigle at the blue. Cleared all the way by March. The Swarm do have a pretty good penalty killing unit, with Hopkinson and March as the two forwards. And maybe they've changed things around and worked on their power play, or maybe they're just messing around early in the season. You never know.
Yep, that's 2 minutes left now, so that's that first penalty killed.
And that clearance from Stitley actually went straight on net, so Prendergast had to make a save on a tough bouncing puck. Regan trying to get away from Stitley. Minute 35 remaining on the power play for the Admirals. Regan will find Hayward Jones. Gives it to Eade, who plays it down low for De Jong. Centering pass right to Regan, who was camping in the crease. Henry gives it up top for Hayward Jones. Eade, his shot goes right on net. A glove save was made. Momentarily cleared, a diving Atwell. Can't get it out of the zone though, as Henry puts it in low. And Wimmer steals that off Regan. Hayward Jones keeps it in. Marcus McDonald plays it off the boards to himself. He's all alone. He's got Eade coming, gets a shot off, but does not get it in the back of the net. I'm not sure if Prendergast made a pad save there or not. Have to see on a replay. Golden opportunity there for the Swarm. Down a man. 30 seconds remaining on the power play for the Admirals. And once again, cleared out of the zone. This time by Thula. Daigle will give it to Savigny. Gets it back on the near side in front of his bench. Rims it around for Mawson. Thula was there first though. Dalmatau tried to cut into the middle, but a good escape by Sevigny. Dalmatau will come away with it. Back to even strength. Oh no, Sevigny could have absolutely picked off that pass from Dalmatau and had a pretty much a clear goal to shoot at. Vespa almost kept that in, batting it out of mid-air. Chamberlain will play it around for Daigle. He plays it off the boards, but it goes in between the Admiral players, but they'll get it. Savigny playing tic-tac-toe with Vespa. Hoofnagel wins the race. Vespa too casual. And put in deep by Kennedy. Hoofnagel plays it off the boards. Hemming unable to control it, so it goes all the way down. Kennedy gives it away to Hemming. He'll leave it on for Lupsa, who put a centering pass, was right there for a second. Now Simon up top. Nice block there by Kennedy. Playing quite high as a defenseman right there. Now De Jong will find Kennedy. He shoots, he scores! Great work from Kennedy, a well-deserved goal. Blocking one at the other end and sniping one past the shoulder of Parr.
Yeah, not scoring on the power play, but scoring shortly after full strength. Admirals player lone in front was able to receive the pass, took the shot just over the right of Connor Parr's stick. A good angle there, taking a look at the goal.
Probably the shift of the game there from Mason Kennedy.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Got up and blocked a shot there from Luke Simon, which made completed the turnover. Came the other way and said, I'm just going to get up on this attack. Why not? Now March for the Swarm. Plays it low for Steen. He tried to play it up high, but that comes off a skate of an Admiral player. They'll get it out of the zone. They're only down by 1 now, the Admirals. Shot there from Sestroni. Probably not going to beat Parr from that angle. Wimmer will play it up to Steen. Gives it back to Wimmer. Shot through the legs of Hayward Jones, but no match for Prendergast.
A good ABA there, play for Wimmer to Steen, passing it back, and then Wimmer taking the shot through the defender's legs, hoping to screen Prendergast. There's another look at the goal scored for the Admirals.
Down the tail, wins that to Hemming, gets a shot off, but hits traffic. On Brown, does get it out of the zone. Thula trying to go through Daigle. Dalmatau can't go in the zone too early as Hemming was still offside. Sandoy finds Hemming, but he can only get a touch on it. Ben Stephen passes that to Daigle.
Admirals goal scored by number 9, Clint Hayward Jones.
Sebastian Stevens showing his pace, pushes Thula off.
Number 26.
Get a centering pass to his brother who got a shot off. Another try was right there for Owen Brown. Couldn't put it home. That would have been a great brotherly link up. And now Rudolph's Lupsa gets a shot off. Big save as he looked for a one-handed shot to Lupsa as he couldn't bring it onto his forehand. There's a try there from Hemming. He's calling for something. Frantic stuff there for the Botany Swarm.
Yeah, Lupsa and the other Admirals player had their sticks all messed up. Wasn't sure which ones to grab as they lost it in a collision.
There's that chance for Ben Stephen from a pass from his brother Sebastian. I'm sure we'll get a look at the replay there from Lupsa and the next stoppage of play, Kozak. Simon will spin away. Gets a shot off as well. Save was made there. Atwell's getting pushed off by Chamberlain, but he comes away with it. Atwell still with it. Leaves it for Kozak. Kozak with a shot. Glove save, Prendergast.
Yeah, probably wasn't going to score from that angle, but was hoping for some sort of rebound to create an opportunity. As Atwell was skating in, you had Marcus McDonald there too.
Hoofnagel with a shot. Nicely blocked there by Clemore. Puts it in deep. Chasers are coming. Simon's there first for the Swarm. He'll just go right through the middle. Why not? And gets a pass to Kozak on the near side. Kozak does nice. Maybe got tripped or just lost his footing. Mason Kennedy unable to clear a shot there from Hoofnagel. That was head high.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a bit of a late hit there. It's going to be a call. A little bit of a dangerous situation there too.
So the goalie's out, Parr's out. Shot there from Hoofnagel. Good save. Prendergast whistle blows. Swarm will go on the power play.
Yep, they will be going on the commercial painting power play, which will be their second one of the night.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Yeah, the sponsors for the power play. Yeah, you can kind of see the hit behind kind of the play going on there. A little too late for the refs' liking.
Looks like they've taken Hemming out for Steen in this top line on the power play, Josh.
Oh, yes, you're right.
All right, make some noise for this commercial painting.
No, Dalman's out.
power play.
Oh, sorry, Hemming is out there. He's playing a defensive role.
Yeah, someone else has been
Dalman's
swapped
out with a one-time. Prendergast made a dive for it. Doesn't know where it is. He's back in his spot now. One time there from Hemming. Must have hit traffic in front. Not sure if Prendergast had to make a save on that. Simon will play it low for Lupsa. He's dispossessed there by Flynn Jones, but steals it right back. Hemming, Simon with a one-time. Pushed aside by the goaltender. Lupsa, bad pass. So that goes out of the zone. Swarm will have to touch up. And fresh on the ice is Steitley. Plays it up high, Hemming. Puts something on net once again, hits traffic on the way there. Steitley to Hemming. He one times, that one's wide. Lupsa, try to find Hemming on the far side, he does. Plays it up high for Steitley, gets a shot off, well blocked by Vespa and cleared. All of the Admirals will get a change. Sebastian Stephen out there hot and fast.
So will the Swarm fully change as well.
McDonald, he's pressured on by Ben Stevens, so he's going to have to pass it over to Steitley. 15 seconds remaining on the Swarm power play. And here's Wimmer. Puts it around the boards for Atwell. Atwell's pass comes out of the zone. Not the best of power plays there for the Swarm. Well, not too bad actually. Admirals did well, defended well, blocked shots.
Yeah, Swarm just didn't actually get enough on net, I think, for that power play.
That is true. So Admirals survive on. Here's Savigny. Front of his centering pass in the high slot for Daig, but his shot was blocked by Kozak. Here's McDonald. Kozak's going hard to the net. Pass just intercepted. Daig tracking back nicely and just got a stick on the puck and a reverse hit on McDonald. Have a day, Daig. Hopkinson will just bat it in. Steen's given chase. He'll get there first. Try to find Hopkinson. Now De Jong, 21-year-old with a bit of pace. Has it in the corner for the Admirals. Pushed off by Sandoy. De Jong tried to backhand it in. And it's off the boards, out of the zone. Steen's there, he'll give it to Hopkinson. Hopkinson not much option, so he just has to dump it in. Now Savigny gets it taken off him by Steen, who just tries to throw it on net. As Mason Kennedy gets out of the zone. As Hufnagel just pushes it in. Gets a little hit for his troubles as well. Simon plays a hit there on Kennedy. Bounces right off.
Hit starting to come up again, similar to the start of the game.
Simon goes on the far side. Hemming flies it over to Lupsa. He leaves it on for Hufnagel. Gets a tough angle shot. Whistle blows, but goalie hadn't covered it.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there by the referee to blow it that early. But there wasn't really any Swarm player there that the whistle prevented a good scoring opportunity or not. So it's a bit null and void.
I'm loving that glass angle view camera, Josh.
We need Jake coming to all of these games now for good camera work. I think that just went offside, right? Do they need it? No, there's no linesman hands up, so we're going to continue playing.
Mawson will find Vesper right in the middle. Vesper a little pass to himself, maybe. Tries to put it into the slot area, no one home for the Admirals, so the Swarm will come the other way. Lupsa will leave it on for Stitley. Gets a shot. Wilmer tries to play it low there for Hemming. Finds him one time there from Dalmatau over the crossbar. Delayed call. Swarm going to go back on the power play. A late shot there from Hemming. He could be in trouble for that, but he might not be. Now Wimmer, it's actually Wimmer from the Swarm guy into the box.
Yeah, the penalty being interference. I kind of didn't really see what started it. It looked like they both got tangled up, and then Wimmer kind of pulled his arm around the Admirals player. You can kind of see at the bottom of your screen there. Yeah, so kind of a stick at the back and then an arm around the shoulder.
Just a bit of a cuddle.
Seems like it, yeah. But a penalty-worthy cuddle, I guess.
So the Admirals are on the power play. Down by one, just over 8 minutes to go. It's been a tight game so far. Goalies have had a pretty decent game, so have the defensive teams. De Jong will give that up to Daigle. Back to De Jong, he one-times it. And a good save there by Parr.
I heard iron, but I'm pretty sure that was just kind of Parr's stick hitting the goalie. Pretty sure he actually got full control of the puck straight into his stomach. Yep.
It's a beautiful sound, the puck hitting the iron at about 80 miles an hour, isn't it?
It's even more satisfying when the puck actually goes into the net as well, when you intended to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like both. A big slap shot crossbar up into the upper netting above the glass is always a good one to look at.
Yeah, hopefully one day I could pull something like that off.
Now Daig. Give it back to Regan. Finds Vesper in the middle, who almost turned and backhanded on that. Nicely snuffed out there by Hopkinson. Gets it out of the zone and down all the way. Swarm will change the entire line. As Daigle just fires it up ice to Regan, who leaves it for Savigny to skate onto. Nice stick there by Thula, breaks up the play, and Lupsa gets it out. De Jong. Pushed on by Lupsa. He'll get pushed into the boards. Henry going to have to hustle as Dalmatau trying to come clear it. And Regan comes and keeps that in. Savigny passes it over. De Jong gets a shot off. Now here's Dalmatau. He's just good. Well, say he's just got a one-on-one opportunity as he tried to turn and got hit there by Regan. Now Daigle. Little drag move, a soft shot on net. Easy save there for Parr.
Now the Swarm are in an interesting position here. So there's 3 seconds left on the penalty, meaning Leonard Wimmer will be able to come off pretty much when the puck drops. And if the Swarm have possession of it, they can whip the puck round to Wimmer, who will be coming out of the box. Yeah, so you'll actually see Mawson's going to try and step back and defend that, knowing Wimmer's coming out.
And that's hit all the way down by Hoofnagel. Prendergast is going to have to play it. Back to 5-on-5. Nothing doing for the Admirals power play here. Hayward Jones will play up to Owen Brown. Controls that behind his head. Just kind of threw the stick at it on backhand and controlled it. Hoofnagel will play it up to Outwell. Got a touch on it for Kozak. All alone, leaves it for Atwell coming in the zone though. Try to get a shot. hit the skate of Mawson on the way. Ben Stephen passes that up to Owen Brown. Nice move. Couldn't find a teammate. Still in the zone though for Mawson, who threw it on net. Ben Stephen got a redirect, but that was lifted over the net. Owen Brown hit there by Kozak. As Ben Stephen comes and hits Kozak now.
Kozak just got tripped up way behind the play. There will be a penalty on that.
Parr comes to the bench. 6 on 5 for the delayed penalty. Wilmer just puts it deep and chases. Mawson crunches him. Pass right into the front of the net. And Prendergast has to pounce on that.
Not really the right move for Wimmer to have dumped the play when you've got the man advantage, but it kind of worked out. We do actually have it on here. So Kozak, he skates away from this scramble that happens. There'll be just a stick that gets him. No, he did cut away. I kind of thought so. It was very behind the play, but I had a great look of it. It was definitely a penalty.
I didn't actually see it, Josh, so no comment.
No, you can trust me. I don't have my Swarm jersey on. You can trust me. So we are going on the commercial painting power play.
All right, Swarm fans, make some noise for this commercial painting.
Shot there from Hemming. Didn't get everything on it, but it was on net. Lupsa
2 minutes to Admirals number 24.
plays it up top for Simon. He'll get it back.
So the penalty, 450 of the third period.
Simon once again. One time there from Hemming. Once again, didn't really get everything on it, but still got it on target, and Prendergast had to make a save.
While we're on the commercial painting power play, the Swarm would like to say another huge thank you to Commercial Painting Limited for their support.
Simon at the blue, plays it low for Lupsa, but that's hops over his stick. Steen will play it to Hemming. Simon over to Lupsa. Hemming to Simon. Gets a shot on, hits traffic. Swarm still on it. As Lupsa battles against Daigle. Plays it to Simon. Hemming with a shot blocked by Vespa. Couple of good blocks here for the Admirals. Shot there from Lupsa, but that puck was bouncing on the pass from Hemming.
That would have been tricky to have tried to have scored from that.
Parr leaves it for Simon. Now Hemming with a bit of room to skate. Cuts into the middle. Nice little move. Finds Kozak. He'll give it to Dalmatau. He's going to go right to the net. Backhand, forehand, scores! Ivan Dalmatau will give the Swarm a 2-goal lead with only 3:18 to go. That could be it.
Puck just trickled in. A little tough to tell exactly how it went from our side. Oh, it looked like Ethan may have actually gotten a stick on it, but it was not from the right angle, and it bounced into the net. Oh, yeah, and it went backhand, forehand. Oh, maybe that went 5-0, actually looking from that angle. Either way, puck back to the net. They all count the same no matter how you get it. Swarm now with a 2-goal lead. Leading 3-1. Looks like I might not get my trading card signed, but that's all right.
That's all right, mate. Atwell, one-on-one here with Mawson, gets a shot off. Prendergast had to make the blocker save.
Swarm will kind of look to almost park the bus here. Try and keep that lead, wind down the rest of the 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just want to keep playing as they are. Get the puck down that end and then maybe just camp. Or park the bus, if you will, at the other end. The Admirals. That pass is going to come out of the zone. Sebastian Stephen will skate it out of his own end. Fires it up to his brother. He gets a touch on it, so there'll be no icing, but Parr covers that up.
A little bit of a snow into par. He just did it because no par's on fire and needs a bit of a cooling down, really. Really just helping him out.
Yeah, he goes face to face with the goalie there too, does Ben Stephen. Maybe to say, hey, you're having a bloody good game, mate.
This will be a good view. Looks like I actually got more Wimmer in the back, but Par's still standing up saying, hey, why do you got to do that?
And we've got a timeout called here by the Admirals. They need to work some plays out. They're only down by 2 with plenty of time. 2:33 is a very long time in a game of hockey.
Yeah, I'll give one more big thank you to Queen Bee Cleaning Services, delivering commercial, residential, and custom cleaning services Auckland-wide. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. That's plenty of time in hockey minutes.
Is that a cleaning company owned by Grace Harrison?
It should be. They should at least hire her as their mascot, regardless.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a really good kind of sponsorship connection there. Now the Pirates versus the Bees. Is it bees or wasps? I've heard that's a little bit of controversial discussion amongst the fans.
I don't know. You're probably going to have to... Who's the founder of the Botany Swarm, do you know?
No, I haven't gone that far back. So the Admirals are starting with 6 players on, so they got the empty net.
Pretty good time to do it. Call the timeout. Get that extra skater out there. Why not? Play aggressive. Steen loses his stick, so he's going to have to defend without one. So it's pretty much 6 on 5.5. Well, 4.5.
4.5, yeah. Oh, got a whistle as well. I missed the reason, but that helps out the Swarm quite a bit as Steen was be able to recollect his stick.
Number 94,
Hopkinson against De Jong. One there by Hopkinson. Thula try to backhand it out, but Daigle keeps it in. But not as far as Hopkinson. Shot all the way. Misses. Will be icing.
Will go for icing. Probably didn't think he needed to take the shot there. He had a bit of space and time. At least kill a bit more of that and get to the red and take the shot.
Yeah, 100% take that shot. It was open.
Yeah, with different coaching styles, I guess.
You gotta back yourself in an empty net. You gotta definitely try put it in when it's there for the taking. Yeah, if you get an icing, so what? Well, in my opinion, mate. You may be a little bit different. So you could have had another try there, but you jinxed them, Josh.
That would actually have been the better chance, in my opinion. He had too many Admirals players in front of him to skate out with it.
Now Daigle plays to Sastroni. Remember, it's 6 on 5. Goalie is pulled for the Admirals. His pass is going to come out of the zone, though. So De Jong's going to have to track back. 1:35 remaining in the final period. March almost stealing it off De Jong. Probably need to get a pass off quicker there. As Henry fires it over to Daigle. Looking for options, finds Regan right in the middle at the blue line. Leaves it on for De Jong, gets a shot off Regan with a rebound attempt. A big save by Parr. Regan went right to the net, unpicked up. As De Jong's going to gain the zone again, gets a shot off just above the crossbar. That was a rocket.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Now Sastroni fluffs the pass up to the point as Dalmatow's going to bring it out of the zone. Puck comes back in. Here's Lapsa. He'll shoot. Just misses. Must have been by a whisker.
That was
hard
close
to tell on this angle, but it was fluttering in the air for a little bit too. Now here's Vespa. He'll cut into the middle. Looks like that's going to be a kneeing by Lapsa. Unintentional, but nonetheless, it's going to be 6 on 4 for 31 seconds.
Now, I bring this up every time. That was so close. That was really close. I bring this up every time these sorts of situations happen. Does the penalty kill in this situation really affect the Swarm that much? They now have the opportunity to dump and shoot at the empty net without any risk of icing. Now, obviously, you've got the less man, but if you can get possession, that's going to help you out a lot.
I'd 100% have that extra skater out there for sure. What do you guys reckon? Put it in the comments. Would you rather a 6-on-4 and you can just throw the puck down the other end and not worry, or have that extra skater but no, you're going to be called for icing if you miss?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you do it intentionally. I'm just saying a penalty now is a lot safer than a penalty 5 minutes ago.
Oh, 100, yes,
Yeah.
100%. Oh, it's all quite debatable, but
It is. I'm thinking at some point we need to both coach different teams and have a go.
yeah. Well, maybe there's like a NHL manager game.
Yeah. I've never really jumped onto that scene, but I know there is a big scene online with all that.
You don't get to yell at players like that on there, so it's
No, not the same.
Wouldn't be any fun. The 31 seconds remaining. Vespa wins that. Daigle gives it over to De Jong. Shoot! Hits Simon on the way to the net. A great block by him. 78 trying to find someone in the middle. Daig with a shot. Doesn't get through. Once again blocked by Simon. March unable to clear. Regan gives it to Savigny. Try to find De Jong, but it was on the backhand. De Jong's shot goes up into the netting. 7 seconds remaining. It looks like the Swarm are going to do it.
Yeah, the Admirals had such a... I mean, they've obviously got the man advantage, but just in that little play there, it was 3 Admirals against 1 Swarm right in front of the net. Yeah, it really could have been the goal to try and start their comeback.
Covered up by Parr. Another whistle.
Yeah, that will shave another 3 seconds off. You can do that probably one more time, and then the final whistle will blow.
Tied up there. Simon will clear it the length of the ice. But it doesn't matter.
Not another.
Swarm will take the first game here of the weekend with a score of 3-1. And they led the shots in the end, 29-28. But they'll do it all again tomorrow. Same time, same place here at the Hive.
Yeah, but as we mentioned before, this is sort of one of 4 out of the next games that they'll be all playing, because tomorrow they'll be playing, and then in next weekend there'll be 2 games over in Avondale with the West Auckland Pure NZ Admirals hosting. But yeah, the Swarm will take game 1 out of 4.
Convincing win in the end though, Josh.
Yeah, we mentioned before the momentum was really on the Admiral side for the first 12-15 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Swarm kind of came back, and then they just kind of held that. That first early goal, I think, really helped them. It kind of almost helped settle it, and they just knew that, okay, we just need to play good hockey from now on, and we should be able to hold it on. And they did. They got the 3-1 win. They got 3 points. That will... we might be able to get the standings up. I can't do the math off the top of my head because the points per game is a little finicky to calculate. But what a game by Connor Parr. He really stood up. His stats weren't super great coming into it. That game's going to really help those stats out as well. I know goalies love their stats.
They do.
They do. But I'm curious to see whether we'll have Chubba Kirchamargosh versus Grace Harrison tomorrow night.
I'd say it's probably going to happen.
I think it's a healthy bet there.
I've got no inside scoop, but why not?
Yeah, that's usually the trend nowadays for the weekends is you play one goalie first night, second goalie the second night. I think there's a good chance we'll see that again tomorrow. That's going to be awesome seeing the Queen Bee back. Sounds like I'm already announcing it's happened, but this is all speculative. So yeah, that's the game, folks. Thank you so much for joining. We got lots of viewers all from around the country. I saw people from the South Island watching, people from California, from Canada, Colorado. Really awesome to see the international kind of reach that we've managed to get with this league. Like I've said, hockey is popping off at the moment. It's becoming a little more mainstream, which is awesome. Attendance is growing heaps across Australia and New Zealand. So it's going to be tough to get tickets. Make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible. I'm not sure, we may already be sold out tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd say we are.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people coming to the next weekend games as well. So get in. If you unfortunately miss out, we will still always be live streaming these games. You're always welcome to tune in, pop us in a message, and we will hopefully respond. So yeah, any final thoughts, Bryce?
Hey, we're doing it all again tomorrow. I think the Admirals, they probably, how could they improve? Maybe a little bit more physicality from them. Maybe a little bit more urgency to get on that loose puck a bit more. I think they were just a little bit casual going to some of those loose pucks where the Swarm were not. They were on them like nothing.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little hard for me at least to immediately know what the Admirals kind of went wrong. I'd need to go and review the tape.
Wrong at all.
No, they didn't.
They had a good game.
They did play well. It's just the score kind of just went the other side, really.
Yeah.
That's so. Probably not a whole lot to change up, but
No.
I'll review the footage, and we'll both be back here tomorrow, and we can maybe give our thoughts after that. So, we will sign off here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, everybody, and good night.